So I haven't made a new video in almost 3 months, and there's plenty of reasons why, but in today's video, I'm going to get into just one of those reasons, the most technical reason to put it that way. But anyway, in one of my most recent videos, if we go over here, this Nobody Told Me This video, I spoke a little bit about A2P verification and just how much of a crapshoot that is, to put it lightly. Well, I thought I was getting verified in that video, and that video is now 3+ months old. And if you're wondering, no, I am still not A2P verified. I am still not A2P verified. So you might be thinking, well, what have you been doing for these past few months? And I've been doing a little bit of everything that I can do without having a phone number, essentially. So what A2P verification is essentially, you'll get lots of people calling you scammers, that sort of thing. Well, last year, I think, I don't know, there was a law put into place or something like that, that in order to buy telephone numbers, you had to go through this new process called A2P, because what was happening was a lot of scammers were buying up a whole bunch of phone numbers, and they'd call you on one number, you block them, they'll call you on another one, and just keep doing that. So it's a good thing that A2P verification is in place, but it has been unfortunate for me as I have not been able to get verified. And so I'll kind of cut to the chase here, but the main thing that has really caused a gripe in all of this is not having an LLC. So when you file, you can file as either a sole proprietor, which is what I did, or you can do it as an LLC. So if you have an LLC, you have a business number, you have a EIN, I believe it's called, and you're able to just enter that, and then the people over at Go High Level and Twilio are able to just verify that you are who you say you are, this number is for that specific business, and you're good to go. But if you're a sole proprietor like me and you haven't necessarily filed for an LLC yet, or you're waiting to kind of get things off the ground a little bit, then you are probably going to run into the same troubles I have. So right here I have pulled up my email that I've gone back and forth with now with Go High Level. So in this email chain right here, as you can see, this started back in even earlier than early May. I went back and forth and got on multiple phone calls with support, and what it really comes down to is High Level will tell you, okay, in order to get verified, you'll need to do this and this. And all you'll see once you submit, usually after 48 hours or so, you'll see if you got verified or not. And then there will be a reason as to why you did it. Well, what happens is, say you didn't have your privacy policy linked correctly, right? And so when somebody goes to fill out a form on your website and they go to click on the privacy policy, and say that link is just a bad link. It goes, you get an error and you can't go anywhere. That is a reason you may get declined and not get verified. So High Level would then outline that for you and say, hey, this is the reason. Fix that, and you should be good, right? But that's the problem, is it will tell you an issue, right? So the privacy policy thing, say that's an issue for you, and you think, all right, well, once I fix this, then I'm good. Nope, you submit again, and then you get another issue of, oh, your contact us form isn't working, or you didn't mention this in your privacy policy page. You had to mention this certain sentence or whatever. I've been rejected, I think 4 times now, and you have to pay $20 each time you get submitted. I kind of thought that was a little bit of a joke at first. The people over at Go High Level really assured me that I was going to be able to get verified. And to their credit, they have been great with responding to email and actually, responding to my questions. Unfortunately, what it's also come down to is right here, Twilio. So when you get A2P verified, or you go through this process, High Level says, yep, looks good on our end. Now we're going to send it over to Twilio to confirm with them that everything looks good. But all they can do, say you get rejected, they'll just tell you, well, Twilio rejected it. Twilio rejected it, and we're going to email them back and forth, and we're going to figure out why this is rejected. Well, as you can see in this email chain, there are over 15 emails here, and then in this email chain, we have a bunch as well. But anyway, they just keep wanting to go high level, pass it off onto Twilio, and I get it. I don't care whose fault it is, but I'm really just making this video. It may just sound like I'm complaining a bunch. Fair if you think that. Yes, that is probably the case to a degree. But really just to warn you and know that if you're going to start an agency or a business within Go High Level, then this is a roadblock you're going to run into if you file as a sole proprietor. I'm now considering going and just starting an LLC by myself, and just so I can get A2P verified. But the thing is, there's a lot that comes with an LLC. You gotta obviously file for that, and then depending on what state you're in, there's yearly fees or monthly fees or whatever it may be. There's a whole bunch of different LLC websites. LegalZoom is the most popular one, but plenty more as well. And so that's something I've looked into just very little, but I kind of just wanted to go and show you some of these messages here. And so, for example, I got rejected and I wanted to know exactly why that happened. And of course, like I mentioned, a lot of the times it was something that Twilio had rejected and then gotten back with high level with. So again, just the very unfortunate thing about all this is that when you get rejected you only see it on your Go High Level account, under the phone numbers account area. So this is a very drawn out message I got back from one of the ladies over in support there, who's just as kind as could be. Her and another man named Daniel that just helped me a lot, but unfortunately haven't been able to solve my problem. But so one thing that happened was the campaign description and sample messages were not sufficient. So it gives you prompts for when you go through your verification process. It asks you the questions: what are you using this for? Why are you buying this phone number? What's an example of a message you want to send out to people subscribing to your mailing list or phone number, that sort of thing. And there's plenty of things laid out on Go High Level of what exactly to put in these answers. It even gives you pre-made prompts, right? If you go to the answers there, it gives you pre-made prompts of, all right, this is what you're going to have to say, or something along these lines in order to get verified. Well, say you want to use your phone number just for marketing purposes. Well, you'll have to clarify that. That's not one thing I knew. You'll have to clarify that in your privacy policy page, and that has to line up when you submit your A2P through Go High Level as well. And then what came up for me was, yes, I want to use that phone number for marketing purposes, but I also want to use it for appointment reminders or really any reason I could think of. I didn't think I needed too much of a reason as to why I need a phone number. Why do I need a phone number? Because I want to get in touch with people. I want to call people, I want to text people, whether it's a reminder or a voice note, whatever it may be. So again, I get it why it is the way it is, but just a little bit of a pain. And then another thing here was I had my terms and conditions. So this is what mine looked like here when I initially submitted. I had my terms and conditions right under the Contact Us page. And then under that is a submit button. Well, here, guess what? I had to move the terms and conditions and privacy policy to underneath where you check the box and hit claim offer or submit or whatever you choose there. This is just how finicky it can be, right? So again, I know I'm going on a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a tangent here, but this has just been one big roadblock for me. And, now they're saying that essentially that I am good. My business is called Future Path AI, and that there's no other website out there. I live in the state of Ohio. They say there's no other business in the state of Ohio named Future Path AI. And now essentially I need to prove that, what does it say here? Prove sole proprietorship so TCR will overturn this rejection. And I need to, there's a whole bunch of different steps. I need to have a Schedule C submitted with my 1040, and to be quite frank, I looked it up and have been reading about it for a little bit now, and I still don't exactly understand it. I'm not too into that. I just want a freaking phone number. So anyway, I know this video is kind of all over the place, but and I kind of made one similar before, but it's been a while since I made one, and I really just wanted to showcase, people I haven't seen videos like this. I haven't seen people talking about A2P verification. Everyone that I've seen on YouTube seems like it's just a breeze. And it might be if you have an LLC, like I mentioned, but in my case, I'm filing under a sole proprietorship, and I think I've said the word roadblock now like 4 times, but it has been quite a roadblock. So anyways, I will get you an update here soon. I'll make another video in the next week or two, whether I decide to figure out what exactly this 1040 is or go ahead and just get an LLC. So anyways, I'll see you in the next one. And I also meant to say, if you have any questions about any of this, I know way more than I ever thought I would on A2P verification. Leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram. I'll link that down below as well, and we'll go from there. Thanks.